question. Waffles or pancakes? For me, it's gotta be waffles. I love all those crispy little nooks that you can fill with maple syrup. And waffles are made of lots and lots of squares. And the square is my favorite shape. Hi, I'm the Southern Ma'am, but my friends call me Tasoma. And 2025 is the year of the square. Well, I just made that up. There's no official year of the square as far as I know, but if there were, it would be 2025. There are a lot of mathematical properties in the number 2025 that deal with squares. So we're going to use our favorite square blocky game, Minecraft, to demonstrate the mathematical squareness of 2025. I'm going to be like a square and get straight to the point. These glass blocks behind me represent the year 2025. We're going to use different colors of blocks and different configurations to demonstrate the square math facts. 2025 is a perfect square. A square number means that you can multiply the same number by itself to equal that product. So 45 times 45, or 45 squared, equals 2025. You can see that represented here by these lime glass blocks. There are 45 blocks all along the horizontal and 45 blocks along the vertical. And so that's the same up here, 45 across, 45 down. So that makes a square, right? 45 along every side makes a square, and that makes a squared number, 2025, or 45 squared. That's not the only way that 2025 is pretty square. The number 2025 can also be represented as the addition of two squares. So look here at the blue and the purple glass. We have two separate squares. This one is 36 squared, so you can see there are 36 blocks along the horizontal and 36 along the vertical. That's divided up in these blue and light blue glass blocks with 6 in each line. So you've got 6 in the blue, then 6 in the light blue, etc. So 6 times 6 is 36. And then you have the same along the vertical axis. So 36 all the way around, 36 squared. The purple glass and magenta are 27 squared. So same thing, you have 27 along each axis to make the perfect square. You have 9 purple and then 9 magenta, 9 again. So 9 times 3 is 27 along both axes. However, if you add these two together, you get 2025. So you can see that represented here in this combined glass blocks. So 36 squared plus 27 squared equals 45 squared, or 2025. You can see this size is the same as our glass down at the first. All we've done is rearrange the blocks so that you can see that the addition of those two squares equals this one. Not only is the number 2025 an addition of two squares, it's also the addition of 3 squares. So here in the red, we have the square 40 squared, so 40 times 40. In yellow and orange, we have 20 squared, so you see we have 5 times 4 to get 20, and then 20 across, so 20 squared in yellow and orange, and then 5 squared, or 25 here in the pink. If you add these 3 squared numbers together, you get 2025. You can see that here with the red, and then we've got the yellow, orange, and pink circling it to equal 2025 yet again. Those last 2 examples showed that 2025 can be the addition of 2 squares or 3 squares. Also, 2025 can be the product of squares. So in this example, we have 9 squared. So you can see each of these lines is 9, and there's 9 of them, times 5 squared. So going vertically, we have 5 times 5, or 5 squared. So 25 along the vertical axis and 81 along the horizontal axis. So 9 squared times 5 squared, or 25 times 81, equals 2025, as you see by these rearranged glass blocks. This 2025 math fact might be my favorite, if only because of all the colors used to design this. We have here the digits 1 through 9, and you can see those represented by different colors of blocks. If we add all those digits up, so we add 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9, we can rearrange that into this rectangle to show that if we added all of them together. So this rectangle, if you count, is 5 across and 9 down. So 9 times 5 is 45, and we have already seen that number several times. 45 squared is 2025. So if we took the digits 1 through 9 and we added them together and then squared the sum, so 1 to 9 added together equals 45. 45 squared equals 2025. These few examples just scratch the surface of all the cool number facts with the number 2025. For example, you could just break the digits apart, right? 20 plus 25 is 45. So 45 squared then is 2025. So you could just do a little trick with breaking up the digits of the year. One fun fact is that if you were born in the year 1980, then you are going to be 45 this year. And of course, 2025 is 45 squared. So you will turn 45 in the year 45 squared. Another fun fact is that if you add up all the multiplication facts for each number group, so 1 and all of its multiplication facts, so 1 times 1, 1 times 2, 1 times 3, if you add all of those up, so all the 1s, then all the 2s, 3s, all the way up to 9, you get the number 2025. You also could move on to cubes rather than just squareds. So 1 cubed plus 2 cubed plus 3 cubed all the way up to 9 cubed. Guess what? Equals 2025. There are several dates in 2025 where we can really celebrate squares. Think about the months January through December. We number them 1 through 12. So 1 squared is 1, 2 squared is 4, 3 squared is 9. So the months January, April, and September all have a number that's a perfect square. The days of the month, we could keep going a little farther. We could do 4 squared is 16 and 5 squared is 25. So if you put any of these numbers in combination for a date, then your date has numbers that are all perfect squares. So for example, April 16th, 2025 is 2 squared, 4 squared, 5 squared, or 4, 16, 25. However, there is one date this year that's going to be a cut above the rest, and that is Square Root Day, which is 5/5/25, or May the 5th. This number only comes about 9 times a century, where the day and the month multiplied together make the perfect square of the year. So get your square vegetables out. I read somewhere that sometimes they celebrate by making root vegetables into squares, like your potato and carrot, cutting them into square shapes. However you celebrate, maybe with some waffles, get out there and celebrate Square Root Day on 5/5/25. And be sure to tell everybody all these cool facts about how 2025 is the year of the square. Thanks for watching. Lord willing and the creek don't rise. I'll see you again in the next video. Thanks, y'all. Bless your heart.